Hello, welcome back. This is Travis from the Painted Mini, and today we're actually going to go on a bit of an adventure and do a playthrough. Now that we've painted up these minis for Trudvang Legends, we're going to test drive the game itself. So let's enter this cold, foreboding wilderness and see what awaits. I'm not going to go into the rules. There are plenty of people who've already done that. In fact, I'm probably going to get several wrong. We're just going to start playing this game. And I understand that this is a choose-your-own-adventure style story game. It's been out for several months now, been delivered for several months now. So, spoiler alert, I am just going to begin this adventure and read from this book of sagas. If you do not want to be spoiled, then don't watch. Go watch my painting videos, or I guess go visit Me, Myself, and Die. He's got a lot of fun things that are not going to ruin your day. And check back with me. We're going to be starting course space soon. So for now, let's dive in and see what happens. Travelers, welcome to Trudvang, a vast land of heroic sagas and epic adventures. Like many sagas, this one begins in the golden light of autumn as you sit about the fire, drinking honeyed mead and sharing tales with your fellow travelers. Your respite is interrupted by a harried courier, happy to have found you so quickly. The courier presents a letter from your mentor, the ancient elf Kirjanti, who trained you and so many others in your youth. He urges that you hasten to his tower in Edgeland. You've not heard from him in a good while, but Kirjanti is ancient and wise, and he would not seek you over trifling matters. In the pre-dawn light, you take the road, itself beset with the usual perils. Yet your hearts are uneasy, for different reasons altogether. So here are our options. We have... Take Adventure Sheet C1, place it inside the Points of Interest board. I think we've already done that. Place all heroes in Edgeland. Okay. Reveal enemy cards, CS100, Draugr, CS101, Forest Troll, and CS102, Garm. Place 2 forward. Okay, and then tells us where to put them. So, let's go ahead and get our heroes. And they go to Edgeland. Okay. It's going to be Draugr, Forest Troll, and Garm. I'll just put them there for now. Place 2 Forest Trolls in Dronvelt. Alright, here's Dronvelt. Draugrs in Troll Ridge Mountains and 2 in Wildland. So 4 Draugrs total. We've read our story up to a point. And I believe since we have Eastern Darkwoods, we'll put a token for A on the map. Okay, his tower is in Edgeland. Let me just check one thing before we go too far here. I want to make sure I have the right card in here. Nope, and I don't. So I'll put it down here for you. So A is Kirjanti's tower in Edgeland. The tower of the elf Kirjanti, your old mentor, you receive a message from him requesting your urgent presence. Interact to read entry C1001. Okay, so that puts us there. And now we'd have the option to travel if we wanted to. It looks like we wouldn't since we're where we need to be. Engage. Heroes fight enemies and activate personalities in their region, or if the region is free of enemies, draw and resolve one event for each region occupied by heroes that are not on board a ship. Heroes can only resolve the events of their current region. Okay. And then the last thing we'll do after that is explore. Heroes in regions free of enemies interact with a point of interest. So that's how we would check out the tower. So first we must engage. So because there's no enemies in our spot, draw and resolve one event card. So here we go. I'm going to switch over to where this camera is and do the event here. All right, the event says, weird tracking. The enemies can sense your weakness. Add 1 to the closest group of moving enemies, or roving enemies. Move all roving enemies one region toward the closest hero. Okay, so to do that, we have to see if any of these enemies have the roving symbol. The Draugr do, so this could be bad. All right, so add 1 to the closest group. That essentially means that they're going to have an extra mini. Move all enemies one region toward the closest hero. Okay, so they come this way, and these guys come this way. All right, so we would move on to explore. We can't explore because we have enemies. We go back to travel. If we leave, we take wounds. Back to engage, we fight enemies and activate personalities in their region. Okay, so let's have our first combat here. We have technically 3 skeletons, because that marker counts as the 3rd. So let's just go ahead. So we have plenty of minis. Put a 3rd skelly in there. Here's our skelly. All right, so let's see what our combat is going to look like here. Combat, choose to activate item companions with instant effects, if any. We're going to draw 4 cards from the feat deck. Let me see real quick if we have instant effects. It says if the target is a Draugr, gain 1. Okay. So the Dim Walker is going to get a bonus basically for fighting Draugrs. That's cool. His is for 2 Chronicles, defeat 1 enemy with 3 or less health. Using a trap. And then we're each going to take 4 feats. 1, 2, 3, 4 off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for my Pathfinder here. And for Dim Walker, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're going to go to the bag. Okay, since I don't have any Chronicle points, I'm not going to do any of those items. So we'll start with the Dim Walker. She has Healing Flood. This heals attack. 1 attack from any 1 hero deals +2, or 1 Chronicle 1 attack from any 1 hero +3. So +2, 3 attack. That's pretty good. 3 attack. Okay. So I draw 3. And I allocate. So boom. Put that there. This one is a miss, so it goes on the miss track. Okay. And she keeps going. 3 more rooms or something. Okay, there's another miss track. I've got another water. There's nowhere to put it. I can go ahead and put it on healing just to put it there. And then I got a fire. Put this one on the direct fire. Okay, and go again. 2, 3. Okay. And another. Okay. Just gonna go again. Giving up her Chronicle point. Okay, so she gets another miss and these 2. So this. And she'll go ahead and do this. Okay, and she's going to have to stop there. So she's not going to get her blue Chronicle get shut off. Okay, so let's go ahead over to our Ranger. And same thing, he's going to draw 3 at a time. And he gets, it's going to go for that and that. First focus. We'll go with this one. Okay. He gains 1 blue. And 1 red. It's a blue attack bonus. It goes here. And also a red shield bonus. Okay. And these are only bad if I think you fill this spot. So he's going to keep going. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got a couple of misses there. I guess he's got to put it there. He's got 2 misses. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, what are you doing? He's got water. He gets that. Put one there. 3 attack. Discard the blue token for +3. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the resolution. So during the resolution, all elements that affect combat are accounted for and resolved, including the effects of personalities, companions, and titles related to combat. Okay, all heroes involved in the combat may resolve the effect of their skill and fast attack feats marked with a fast keyword, if any, in the order they choose. So resolve the attack of all enemies in the region by revealing enemy attack cards. If there is more than one enemy in the region, players choose the order in which each enemy attacks. Okay, so the enemy attack is going to be a 3. And reshuffle the enemy attack deck. That's not good. So 3 + 2. So they're hitting for 5. My Pathfinder is going to take that blow. So let's see what he has for shields. Probably not a lot of. No shields. Holy hell. He's getting hit, buddy. Okay, so let's say we actually start at 10. If you take all 5 damage, you go down to 5. Okay, so now let's get shuffled back. Second one is going to attack. This time she's going to take the hit. So the next one attacks her with a miss. Reshuffle the enemy attack deck. Okay. And then last one, it's going to have to attack her again. I think there are only 2 cards that cause shuffling, and you've drawn both of them. All right, so -1, 2 -1, that's 1 damage, but it does trigger. Put this up here so you can see it. It only does 1 damage because its Draugr is 2. -1 is 1, but it activates their special. Exhaust or take +2. Ooh, that's a tough one. I think she's going to take the +2 damage, so she'll end up taking 3 damage instead. 1, 2, 3, so they're both at 5 now. And then this one does not. I'm just going to put these on this side. Okay. Okay, now they've both gone. They survived the attack. Now they get to do their stuff. She's going to start off with Healing Flood. Any one hero gains 2 life. She's going to go ahead and give it to her dear friend Mallory. So 1, 2, he's up to 7. That is done. Here into the exhaust. These will go back to the bag. Okay, Troll Strength. 1 attack from any one hero deals +2. She's not going to get any Chronicle point because this was shut off because she went out of that zone. She's also not getting the penalty though. She'll go ahead and just assign it to this attack. So she has 3 attack. She doesn't really need it. 3 is going to kill. Oh no, it's not. So they have 4. So she'll use that to kill 1. Oh, he's dead. So that's going to be this one and this one. And this one is another 3 damage. They have no shield. If the target is left with 1 health, defeat it and gain 1. Oh, sweet. So it just automatically will die. And then she'll get a chronicle point. It's like it's made for killing these guys. So she gets a chronicle point for killing that one with Hand of Death. So that's the second one dead. And we come over here. He's going to foretell 1 enemy attack card, gain 1 chronicle. We're going to set that one aside for now. 1 attack loses its fast activation to deal +3, or 2 chronicle will deal +3. He doesn't have 2 chronicle points. He is getting 1 automatically from this thing. He is getting an extra attack. He'll spend this. He's not going to discard his blue token. He's actually just going to use the +1 from it. That gives him 4. That's going to kill the other one. Okay, so that brings that down. This is used. He already got the bonus for it. Okay, they kill the last one here. And let me see what foretell is for his ability. Reveal X number of cards from the listed deck, then choose to place each of the revealed cards either on top or bottom of the respective deck. Oh, I bet that's for the combat card. Well, that would have been nice to not take that heavy hit, but it's too late. So now, we finished that combat. We cleared a region. Once a region is freed of enemies, each hero involved in the combat gains 1. That's 1 XP. So 1 and 1. So 1 there, 1 there. All right, so now we go back to this board. And let me zoom back out here. Okay. We come back to this. And we fought the enemies, so now we go to explore. Heroes in the region free of enemies interact with a point of interest and or location in the region. So we're going to interact with A, which it'll tell us where to go, what to do. It says interact to read entry C1001. So we go back to the Book of Sagas here. Okay. Gurjanti welcomes you warmly. I am relieved to see you again, my friends. My days are troubled and my nights restless. The Snow Saga is in jeopardy. From his pocket he pulls a mystic stone, beautiful and white, almost thrumming with power. I have guarded it for centuries. In my waking hours, I keep it on my person. At night, it returns to the vault. You know well this task laid upon your mentor's shoulders, but you're unsure of the true extent of this artifact's power. You know Oktar, Jarl of Stormhaven. Troubles stalk his lands, and he has asked me for aid. I would send you to Wildland, if you're willing, but the hour is late, and your old rooms await you. We shall make counsel tomorrow. Your slumber that night is populated by a nightmare. A mighty warrior, taller than most men, passes your window, climbing the tower. He is armed with 2 massive cleavers that have never known an honest day's work. You awake at midday. You slept far longer than normal, and feel weary as after a day chopping wood. Very unnatural. You seek Kurjanti, but no one answers. In his private quarters, in the upmost chamber, you find your old mentor, dead in his bed, the sheets soaked through with his blood. A cry of anguish escapes you unbidden. Bloody tracks are apparent on the floor from the bed to the window. Someone must have climbed the tower. Was your dream truly prophetic? The Snow Saga. You race down the tower to the vault only to find bloody footsteps on the marble floor. The vault door shattered and the Snow Saga missing. Poor Kurjanti did not deserve this fate, and had always stressed how vital it was that this mysterious artifact of the distant past never fall into the wrong hands. Now, it has happened. Any hero in the party may perform an Intelligence 3 water test to investigate the crime scene. Okay. All right, so these are pretty tough. So this is where you draw 7 out of the bag, and you hope to get a success. So we're drawing 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. She's the smart one. I don't think he can, I don't even think he has 3. 2, 3. No, just to make sure he does not have 3 intelligence. Okay, so they both fell. You can follow the bloody footsteps to seek your mentor's assassin, or go to Wildland and find Jalaktar, as Kajanti wanted. Okay, so we're going to discard point of interest A. So we'll get rid of A. We'll go ahead and reveal B and C. Says the tracks of Kajanti's assassin seem to point west in the direction of the Trollbridge Mountains. So I think we're supposed to put a B marker in the Trollbridge Mountains. And then if we choose Palace of the Jarl of Stormhaven. Jarl Aktar, the most powerful man in Wildland, warned Kajanti of the dangers in his land and requested your visit. He is still unaware of the murder of your old mentor. Okay, so he is in Wildland. That is C, which is up here. Okay. So do we go right after the killer, or do we go seek his friend? Well, the good thing about the Trollbridge Mountains, though, is we wouldn't have to fight any critters. You just go straight into there. And we would go back over here, and back to travel. Each hero in a region without enemies related to a point of interest may travel to an adjacent region. So let's go ahead and do our traveling. So we travel here to the Trollbridge Mountains. Next, we would fight or, free of enemies, draw and resolve one event for each region occupied by heroes that are not on board a ship. Okay, so we have to resolve the event. Okay, this one says, the darkness is calling you. It's corruption. Each hero loses 1 chronicle point and then draw a new event. That's not cool. What, were we gambling on the side of the road? New events. Dark night, dark dreams. Your sleep is troubled by strange visions. Are they prophecies or just a representation of your fears? Each hero in the party must perform an intelligence 2 test. Okay, we're so good at these. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need one more. 6. Not looking good. 7. She failed. Okay. He could actually pass this one, but not so likely. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I'm totally cheating. I still failed, but these should have been back in the bag as well, since that combat had ended. And I still fell. Okay. So not so bright. I'm going to put hers back too. All of her misses. Okay, so it says, each hero that fails, you wake up frightened and unable to sleep again. Gain 1 minus chronicle point modifier. Again, these only kick off, I think, if we go that far up on our miss track. Or if I think if I get another counter, it'll actually bump itself off eventually. Okay. All right, so we are now here. We're in the Trollbridge Mountains. We've done our event. And we explore heroes in the region free of enemies, interact with a point of interest and or location in the area. Okay, so B, interact to read entry C026. The tracks of the mysterious assassin and thief disappear in the rocky ground near a desolate village at the base of the mountains. You enter the only tavern, a smoky, unsavory place. The locals stare at you with suspicion and mutter to each other over their mugs.